You'll recall that last time I made a change to the Heathkit IG-28. A change, by that I mean I rewired the color and dot generator to work either on 110 or 220 by making use of the two windings on the primary of the power transformer. And you'll all be pleased to know that my modification works. It works well, and the thing didn't explode. I'm sure one of my internet pals will know what I mean if I say it didn't explode. In any case, just to make my point that it does work, I'll switch it on and I'll measure the voltage over the Zener diode. That should produce about 3.6 volts. So let me switch on. There you go. So the Zener diode in the equalizing circuit, or the rectifying circuit I should say, produces exactly 3.61 volts. And if we take a look at the diagram, then you see here, exactly here, that it should produce 3.6 volts. So I would say producing 3.62 volts is really a good result. Like I said, the rectifying circuit works perfectly. The only thing that is a bit weird is that the two power resistors, which you see here, get really hot. And I mean, by really hot, I mean that hot that I would burn my finger if I would keep my finger on it. Aside from that though, everything stays cool. The capacitors of the rectifying circuit stay cool. The transistors are cool. So no other component gets hot. So that's perfect, really. I'm using, by the way, a step-down transformer as a separation transformer, and I also use a variac with which I slowly increase the voltage so as not to burn the device out or blow it up, as one of my friends would say. So no, I'm sorry, Joe, I didn't blow it up. Maybe next time. Anyway, you'll also see my latest acquisition, which is a oscilloscope, Tektronix 2445, which I bought recently, and I'm going to use the scope to measure out a few key signals in this IG-28 color bar and dot generator, just to check whether it functions correctly. Obviously the best test would be to hook it up to a television set or more precisely an NTSC television set. But I haven't got a NTSC set yet, or at least one which is working. So we'll have to make do with a few measurements I'll do with the scope. So I will pick out several measuring points, which you see here on the diagram. There are several marked. They aren't very clear. I'm sorry, but I couldn't get the printout a lot clearer than this. But I think you get the point. And I think, well, I'm not going to measure everything. Honestly, I measured every point in the IG-28, and most of them work really well. But just to show you that I'm not telling any cockamamie stories, I'm going to make a few measurements so that you can see the result. But for that, I'm going to mount my camera on the little pedestal so I don't have to continuously hold it and make the measurements at the same time. Okay, so give me a minute and let me position the camera so you can see everything.